Hello, everybody. Welcome to Blography 101's new YouTube channel. This is where we're going to be using blogging and screencasting to help you create quality content quickly. We're going to try to promote influence and inspiration and also build income as well. And so, this is our first video, and my name is Ryan Barber. And I usually like to get right into the information to make these videos as valuable as possible for everyone. But since this is the first video, I'm just going to give a small introduction of who I am and about the company and the channel. Again, I'm Ryan Barber, and I started Blography 101 about 2 years ago as a school project, really for writing class, interpersonal communication, things like that. And it really developed into an understanding how e-commerce works and wanting to teach others how to do that. So that's where we're at today. And now I'm using it to teach others really how to use their experience and their education for real life application and try to use those, like tactical ways and practical ways to try to um, figure out how we can use technology in the best way to get things done. And this project is a division of Blography 101, which is basically the cartography side of it, and that is the map making side. And with this, we're using this several different ways, but as you can see here on the screen, the first map that we started with is the founding of New Orleans, and you can see this is kind of a beginning structure of how it all looks. But you can create several different things with this, from weddings to tracking family heritage, books, or even social events. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to create a personal Google map that you can be used for, like I said, pretty much anything you come up with. And the first one we're going to with this video we're going to show you basically how to start it all off. And these are all layers, as you see to the left here, and we built these layers over time, and it took a little while to get there, but I just want to give you an example of what one looks like. But the easiest way to start it off is to go to Google Maps, and just give you an example here. If you were to go to you don't even have to type it all in. Sometimes it's right there in your Google settings. Just go right there to Google Maps. And when you are there, we'll shut that for a minute. And when you're at Google Maps, you're going to go over here to these three stackable lines. They sometimes call them the hamburger icon. And click on that and go right to your places. Okay, so Google Maps, then your places. Once you get your places to your places, you want to hit Maps. And from Maps, you see we have a couple already, but you want to start a new one by clicking right here, Create Map. Okay, so once we create a map, definitely want to title it. And let's just say this one, for example, we're just going to do like family reunion. And we'll plot out some family members wherever they are. And this is something they could show at a family reunion, something like that. Let's see. And then you can add a description and everything like that. So, just for the basic of instruction, we're going to just do kind of the basics and not get into all of the text and things. I just really want to show you how to do this. So once you start that off, you want to start, and it just so you understand how it works. This is your first layer, and you can always add a layer by clicking Add Layer, and then also when you're adding a layer, that's basically separating the map like we saw in the NOLA Founders, so you can see if you have it by different people, different events, you can put them all into their own separate layers. So with this one, we'll just start it off, and just know that with Google Maps, it saves everything by the second. So all changes are saved in Google Drive. So this makes it real easy, and it's so Google when you think about it. Everything is in one spot. It's all free, and you can access it from anywhere as long as you have an internet connection. So there's so many different things you can do with this. And so we're going to go ahead and title this layer as Family Reunion. Members. Okay. And starting it off, it's very simple. There's several different ways you can do it. The first way, let's just say we have a relative in New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's just say that, because we do. So let's see, New Orleans, Louisiana, or I do. So I'll put that there, and there's New Orleans, and I'm basically when you zoom in and out, it's the wheel on your mouse. That's what I'm clicking to zoom in and out to get a better picture of the large view, or zoom in and get really minute there. Start off, you definitely want to add it to map, and the main thing you want to remember here is the pencil button is your edit button. So this is where you're going to name it. Let's say Aunt Carol. Let's see, Aunt Carol's there, and we want to say a little bit about her, right? You just start putting everything in here, and I'll just put a bunch of letters. Oop, okay. Yeah, as soon as you press enter, it will automatically save it. So remember that. But you can always go right back and click edit and start off where you were. So it's hard to click enter from here and start a new line. So what I really recommend is starting your information on Google Docs and then copying the information from Google Docs and pasting it into this text right here as you want it formatted, with spacing and paragraphs. It usually brings everything together as a chunk, so just maybe like a couple paragraphs. And so the information will be there. You save it. Let's say we want to do a special icon and color for my Aunt Carol. So we go and let's go more icons. This brings up all of your different icons. So you can go to shapes, sports, recreation, places, transportation, all of these different choices. And you just start scrolling through and seeing what, these are the shapes we used before. Let's put a heart because I love my Aunt Carol. And we'll put that right there and click. And let's change the color to something like a red or something like that. You can do anything you want. And click away and it's saved. Now you can also add pictures. This is how you would add an image or even video now. And just like anything else, you would select the file from your computer, or you could even look at do a Google image search. Well, you could just do New Orleans. Let's just say that's for the sake of example. And so, that's a great picture. Pull that, select it. Now you have all these royalty-free pictures that Google already labeled, and you put them in there. Some may be royalty-free, some may be not, so don't quote me on that. You actually want to look into that for sure. But that is the basics of how you would set up a pin, put in the text information, change the icon, change the titles, and then add a picture. Click save, and then there's that first one is done. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start a new layer and put a new person or event. Let's say Jazz Fest. So that's what's going on right now. And And I'm so kind of sad right now that I can't be there, but will be soon. So it's Jazz Fest, and let's see, New Orleans Fairgrounds. Let's see if that comes up. Yep, there it is. So that's where Jazz Fest would be, right there at the fairgrounds, and we would add it to map. Same thing. We could do some different icons real quickly just to show you, and then also pictures. But the cool thing about the YouTube, there's so many especially with Google, there's so many different ways to search different pictures, um, and different subjects, and it's almost endless. So we'll just say something like that: New Orleans Heritage Jazz Festival. Select it there, and there we go. Not the greatest picture, but you get the idea, and that is basically how you would develop a map. And taking it from there, we'll go into more detail of a couple other features that you can do with creating maps on the next couple of videos. And also want to walk you through on how to edit layers. Say you mess up and you want to, you add a layer where you didn't, or you added, because there's so many different features with this. There's when you're building lines, you placing markers yourself. Sometimes it could create different layers and it can get you stuck. So we're going to get videos for that as well. But for this first video, we just want to really show you how to create a map and how it all starts. So thank you so much for sticking with us through the whole video, and we hope to see you soon on the next one. If you liked it and got anything valuable from this video, please go ahead and press the like button so we know that we have an audience that is responding and wants more information, and we're definitely going to get it out as soon as we possibly can on a weekly basis. So thank you so much again from Blography 101. This is Ryan, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.